Alright, so I've received quite a few comments from you guys saying that we need to add some more motion decoys into our spread. Something on the water that's stirring up the water to move around the other decoys on those calm days. And I've been kind of reluctant to get something just because I've spent quite a bit of money this season already. And I was kind of holding off till next year. But I decided tomorrow our season opens up and we got 9 more days to get on some more ducks. So I decided we needed something to stir up those decoys to give ourselves an advantage. So I decided to get a Lucky Duck Super Swimmer. I'm not sure if it's the best option out there, but Rogers had it for $89.99 with a remote, so I decided to go ahead and give it a try. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up and take a look at it and show you guys what it looks like. And in the comments down below, let me know what your guys' favorite motion decoy is for moving around some water. I know there's a bunch of companies out there. I decided to go with Lucky Duck just because I have the Lucky Duck spinners and I've been really happy with them. And I also know that one motion decoy on the water is not going to be enough to stir up the 2 to 3 dozen decoys that we're usually running. But I figured starting off with one is better than having none out there. Alright, so let's start off looking at the decoy. Just a regular mallard duck decoy pretty much. Fairly decent looking. It's not the best. It obviously does not have a keel. It just has an area for the pump and all of that to screw into. And it is a soft EVA plastic foam, so that's fairly nice. It should be able to stand up to some abuse. And then here we have the pump itself, and it already has the remote receiver installed in it. And then we have the little legs that spew out water, and we have a 12-volt battery, and then we have the battery charger. And that's one thing that I'm not a big fan of with this decoy and the Lucky Duck decoys, or at least the Lucky Duck decoys that I have, is you actually have to remove the battery and then clip on the connectors and then plug it into the wall. It's not like a game-breaking thing, but it would be really nice if it had somewhere up on the top with like a plug or something where you could keep the water out using like a rubber plug, and then you just plug in the charger and go from there. Alright, so it's fairly easy to put this decoy together. All you have to do is take the decoy, obviously the pump with the battery installed, and then after just a couple spins, go in, tighten it down, take your legs, put those in, and you're pretty much ready to go. Alright, the way this decoy works is it has a sensor down on the bottom, so whenever you use the remote and turn it on, if it's not in the water, it's not going to turn on, but the second it hits the water, the pump turns on and it starts bringing in water through the bottom down here, and then starts spraying it out either of the legs. And then you can turn off one of the legs if you want, and then that will cause the decoy to kind of spin circles. Or you can open it up using the little knob here, and they'll both spray out. And then these legs are kind of like a Joby tripod, and you can bend them about any way that you want. And if you want one of them to stick out of the water and kind of spray water behind, I think that would be an effective way to move more water. Otherwise, these jets are just going to be under the water, and the decoy is just going to swim around. So that's what I plan on doing, is sticking one leg out so it's spraying some water, and then I'll use the remote, which is over here, and it's just a regular Lucky Duck remote like I already have on my lanyard, but I want to run this on a separate frequency so that I can leave the spinners running and then turn this one off, or turn the spinners off and turn this one on, and kind of play around with them together to see how it works. So like I said, it's just a regular little remote. Alright, so there is kind of one thing on this decoy out of the box, and I'm not sure if it's made like this, but it has a pretty good gap on this side, and then on this side it's pretty tight up against the decoy. I'm not sure if it's made that way so that whenever it sits in the water, the pump kind of sits sideways and maybe helps it turn. I'm not really sure. It feels like it's on there pretty secure, so I'm hoping that the pump doesn't just fall out of the decoy, because that would be bad. But I guess we'll see. One thing I'm not sure about with this decoy is what size anchor I should use. It's a fairly weighty decoy with the battery inside it. I have some 4s and I think some 6-ounce weights. I might try and use like a 4 and a 6 together. I don't think that the jets are going to be enough to really pull the anchor, even at just a 4 and a 6. I think it will be fine because I did test this decoy out after I put it all together, and these jets aren't super strong. Alright, so like I said early on in the video, make sure you comment below, let me know what your favorite motion decoy is. And again, tomorrow our season opens back up. We have 9 days, and I plan on trying to grind it out for hopefully 5 to 6 days, maybe even more. I'm not sure. I know we have this Saturday and Sunday, next Saturday and Sunday, and then the whole week between. So I plan on going both days each weekend, and then hoping to get in 2 or 3 hunts during the week. So hopefully we can finish out the year strong. I know I haven't had a ton of videos going up recently, so I would like to get kind of a little backlog as the season's ending. So hopefully that goes well. If you guys haven't already, make sure you check out my Instagram channel. That's Drake Valley Outdoors, and you can kind of check out what we got going on over there and stay up to date with us throughout the rest of the duck season. As things are going on, I'll be posting over there before I post on YouTube. So if you're interested in seeing stuff before it comes out on YouTube, check it out over there. So thank you guys for watching, and after I use this decoy this season, I'll probably end up doing some kind of full review over it and letting you guys know how it works